What up, YouTube? It's your boy JB here with the review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12, episode number 11, and it's titled Snake Bite. So you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into this video because this was a doozy of an episode. Alright, you guys, so this episode, it picks up where last week's episode left off with, Tanya introducing Dennis. And, Dennis is there to get his girl back. Now, let's stop for just a second and get caught up with real time. So, I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure everybody has saw this by now. So, over last week, I forgot when it was last week. But if you guys don't know, so Portia has been out of town, actually Portia and Dennis. Portia, Dennis, and Tanya and Paul, they were in Jamaica. They were in Jamaica earlier last week, and for New Year's I forgot where they were for New Year's. I literally forgot. But I know she was in Jamaica last week, and they were somewhere else. Oh, they were somewhere else because there's rumors that they got married on New Year's Eve. I just don't remember where they were for New Year's Eve, but I know last week they were in Jamaica. But let's cut that short. So, I don't know when this happened, but one day last week, someone showed, the blogs had video of Dennis out at a diner at about 4 in the morning with some girls who were not Portia. And I'm just like, God damn, Dennis, like, you cheating on Portia again? Like, come on, bruh. Like, be smarter than that. And my thing with Dennis is, we don't know who the girls were, but the fact that you doing this, and it's just like, damn, you making her look stupid because she just took you back for cheating on her. But here you are again, and I'm not saying that he was cheating on her, but this is not a good look. You at a diner or a restaurant at 4 a.m. in the morning with chicks unknown, like, it's just not a good look for you. So let's get back to the show. So with the show, which throughout this review, I'm gonna talk about things that have happened this past week, because I got another thing that I want to talk about once we get to that point. But where was I at? So yeah, he re-proposed to Portia, and he told her basically he apologized for being selfish. I'm like, so you're apologizing for being selfish, or are you apologizing for cheating on her? Because that's the issue. But Portia accepted it, and she's good with it. I'm like, well, if Portia's good with it, I'm gonna be good with it myself. So then the girls get back on the bus, and they're getting ready to head back to the hotel, and Kenya is once again imitating Tanya. And, it's all fun and games. So then they start to talk about, the whole thing with Portia and Dennis. And, Marlo asked, is this have anything to do with what the stuff was in the blogs? And Portia's like, this has nothing to do with the stuff that was in the blogs. And then Yovana, I don't know why Yovana felt the need to chime in. She says, is this about the bestiality stuff? She says, bitch, this ain't got nothing to do with that. So mind your business. And I'm just like, Yovana, you really digging at this point, girl. You're really dealing. So Portia also says, so when we get back to the hotel, I feel like we should all go to Marlo's room and talk about this snake gate stuff. Is that cool with everybody? Let's talk about snake gate. So everybody's like, cool, we're gonna go to Marlo's room and talk about snake gate. So we finna segue right into snake gate, you guys. All right, you guys, so we go to Marlo's room, and this is very reminiscent of Pillow Talk. If you guys remember Pillow Talk, from what season was that? What season was Pillow Talk? Was that season? Oh shit, what season was Pillow Talk? Y'all, what season was fucking Pillow Talk? Oh my God, I can remember Pillow Talk, I remember that episode. It was like, wow. Pillow Talk. That was season, I think that was season 6. If I'm not mistaken, that was season 6. Because Apollo was there. Apollo was still around. He hadn't gone to jail yet. He hadn't even gotten in trouble at that point. So yeah, I believe that was season 6 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Was Portia still was Portia still with Cordell at that time? I don't remember. You guys, I don't remember. And I have weird memory, but I think that was, nope, I think this was the season after it was. It was. She went with Cordell because she brought Lauren with her. She either brought Lauren with her or she went with Phaedra. But I'm pretty positive she brought Lauren to Pillow Talk with her. I'm almost 100% positive that she brought Lauren with her. Almost positive. I have to go back and look at it, but I think I'm right. So like I said, this is reminiscent of Pillow Talk. So we're in Marlo's room, and we're talking about Yo-Yo, aka Yovana, and we just so what they want to do is they want to talk about it in front of Yovana. They want to pretend like they already know what the deal is, and is the tea has been spilled. So Yovana comes in and Portia's like, so Yovana sits down and they start to tell her like, Yovana, so it's been discussed among the group. We know what it is. And she's like, what are you talking about? She says, it's already been revealed and it's been said that you are the one who recorded Cynthia. Marlo's like, that is not what happened. We did not talk about that. And I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, let's just go along with this. So then Nene walks into the room with her whole titty and I'm just like, what is going on here? So then Yovana says, what y'all need to worry about is that the fact that all of y'all are so fake in this group. And I'm like, well, if they're all so fake, why are you around? Make that make sense. If this group of women, that you are in the circle with them right about now, you're not even completely in the circle, like you're halfway in the circle, but you're leaning out of the circle. If they're so fake, why are you trying to take the time to get to know them? Why are you filming with them off scene, off camera? Like, why did you go to Cynthia's wine cellar and talk to her? Why are you hanging out with Nene? Like, if these girls are so fucking fake, why are you around? Like, it makes no sense. I would never want to be around a group of people that I think are fake. Like, I would never want to do that. That's stupid to me. Makes no sense, right? So I'm glad that Kenya shut that shit down. She says, we're not worried about that. We know these relationships that are here, they've been they've been formed for years now, and we know what our issues are, and we know what everything is with each other. And I'm like, thank you. So then Nene says that the recording is not an actual recording, it was an audio, and I'm just like, oh my god. She said similar to what Phaedra did a few years ago with the butt dial thing when she was talking shit about Cynthia. Now let's pause right here. So you guys remember the whole card situation with and I think over on is either Ashley's page or Roxanne's page. I think it was Roxanne's. It's Roxanne's page. So on Roxanne's Roxanne's review last week, I said in her comments last week, like, for the life of me, I can't understand why Kenya would even, because a lot of people were saying Kenya's the one that gave B Scott that the card, and I'm just like, that card, if you read it, when Cynthia read it, it came off in a positive light for Nene. It made Nene look like, oh, so you and Cynthia had an issue, but here you are being a bigger person. She's having this launch party for her wine bar, and you sent her a card and some cheese and whatnot. Oh my God, Nene looks like a saint. And somebody said that doesn't make Nene look good. And I didn't respond to it because I'm like, yes, it does make Nene look good. It makes her look, like a saint that she's not. Now I know a lot of people like Nene, and I'm not saying I don't like Nene. I just don't like her ways. That's all it is. I just don't like her ways at this point. So I'm like, yes, it does paint Nene in a positive light. It paints Nene in a great light. It makes her look like the bigger person. Like, it makes her look like, oh, she and Cynthia had this big, huge falling out. And she's able to, be like, what? Me and Cynthia had our issues. It is what it is. Let me say congratulations to her. Let me do this. Let me do that. But B. Scott came out and said that with this whole card thing, he didn't say that it was necessarily Nene that sent it, but he said it was somebody in Nene's team that sent her the card, him the card. So I'm like, exactly. I knew somebody from around Nene sent that fucking card. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to say that it didn't happen. He also did say that this recording, it's not a recording, it's nothing. I'm like, so we just sat here for nearly half of the season discussing Snakegate, and Snakegate was not even a real fucking thing. I'm just like, oh my, I was irritated. Like, what the fuck? So then we see Cynthia and Marlo get into it with each other. I'm like, wait a minute, where the fuck did this come from? Like, this came completely left field. And, even Nene was telling Marlo, like, shut the fuck up. And, so like I said, Nene says it's an audio, but she won't tell who did it. And Marlo says, Giovanna, just go ahead and tell them so they can, tell them what you got to tell them. And Giovanna, so they can be quiet. And Giovanna's like, what are you talking about? So then Portia called Giovanna out like, girl, you sitting here talking about we fake, but bitch, you just as fake, if not faker. And then, she's talking about you the fucking snake. And Giovanna says, no, the snake is your man. And I don't know why she said that, because that set Portia off, and Portia was ready to get in that us. Like, I think Portia would have got to Giovanna, but Eva, pregnant ass, hopped up. I'm like, Eva, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, because this is not a good look for you. Like, I'm not saying a good look for her. Like, this is not good for you. Sit your pregnant ass down. Let them handle it. Like, if Kenya want to stop it, because Kenya was by Portia. If Marlo want to stop it, if Nene want to stop it, let them stop it. You sit the fuck down. We don't need you going into labor, none of that shit. Sit the ass down. All right, you guys. So in the midst of that, Cynthia, she got up and dipped out. Nene chased out behind her, and Kenya went behind Nene and Cynthia. So, Candy is just asking Giovanna, like, if you got something to say, why haven't you said it? And Giovanna just in there playing dumb. And then once again, Portia and Giovanna get into it again. She's still telling Portia that her man is a snake. I'm like, why are you bringing up Dennis? This ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And Portia went in on her and her bad wigs. I'm like, ooh. So then the producers are asking Nene questions. She says, they asked her Giovanna the snake. She says, snake is not the word I would use. But does Giovanna have information? Yes. And then they were like, why can't we didn't tell Cynthia? She says, well, Cynthia didn't tell me about Kenya. I'm like, we are going here again. That was Cynthia's event. You can't tell her who to invite to her event. Just like you told Kenya, if you're not worried about who you invite to your shit, all you worried about is it being fabulous. When you're talking about your wedding, when you invite a Walter. So Nene is a bag of contradictions. That's what she really is to me. And I'm like, you see this girl sitting here crying in front of you, but you're still not trying to say nothing to her. So then, Nene is trying to talk to Giovanna, and, she's wondering why Giovanna's not saying anything. And I'm like, because she's your lapdog, and she's going to do whatever you say. So then when Nene comes back in, Portia's like, what the fuck is she doing here? Like, tell her to go. So then, Nene is trying to talk to Cynthia, and Kenya says, no. So then those two get into it with each other, and it's, fuck you, bitch. Nah, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Nah, bitch, I will fuck you up. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Now, when it comes down to sides, I'm not taking sides. But I can see both points of view. If I was Kenya, Nene would have been calling me too many more bitches. She would have been calling me too many more bitches. I'd be like, you know what? One more bitch, and it's going to be your edgeless ass. Like, one more bitch, and it's going to be your edgeless ass. But on the side of Nene, I get Nene. The finger thing. Tammy Roman done told us plenty of times in the past, you don't put your hands in my face. Don't put your hands in my face. So I understand both sides of that. I ain't gonna be too many more of your bitches, and you ain't gonna put your finger in my face. So I'm on both sides with that one. I'm literally on both sides. So, then we see Nina the next morning. She goes to see Tanya, and Tanya's like, so what happened? And, she tells her, well, Giovanna's going home. And then she basically fills her in on what happened. She says, and it's so funny, Portia and I haven't even talked to each other. But Portia, when I got into that thing with Kenya, she jumped up and she tried to stop me from fighting with Kenya. And, I felt like me and Portia need to have a conversation with each other. Cool. So then we see the girls that are getting ready for, Carnival. And we see Giovanna is leaving. And Bravo, y'all ain't shit for zooming in on that woman in her outfit. I'm like, that is fucked up. So then Cynthia, they go to Carnival. They're having a good time. So then they on the bus. And Cynthia telling, Kenya that she's upset at Marlo just because Marlo jumped into the whole situation the night before. And sort of, she was insecure. And she made mention to, her talking to Mike on camera. And, she just felt like, and then she also feels like the whole thing with Nene giving her that card and everything was bullshit. Do I agree? 100%. 100 fucking percent. But let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So let's wrap this episode up in a nice tight bow because the ending wasn't very much. So the girls that go to dinner, Tanya is telling the girls what Nene told her about what happened the night before. And then Marlo comes down and she apologizes to Cynthia. And Cynthia's like, you know what, Marlo, I do accept your apology. And I also apologize to you as well for calling you out of your name. So then, Marlo has to make mention that not Cynthia, but Kenya is wearing a wig. And we see that Marlo has her own interview looking this sparkly dress. And I'm just like, wow, that dress is sparkling. So, then they talk about what girls are getting married. Tanya's getting married. Portia's getting married and Cynthia's getting married. Marlo wants to help plan the wedding. Kenya was like, I'm already the wedding planner. You got to come through me. So then they talk about Tanya. And, she says when her life, she's in a good spot. So she's not really looking, I guess, for, to marry Paul ASAP. So then Kenya takes it upon herself to be messy. And, talking about cheating. And if any of the girls in the group, if one of us knows something that someone allegedly said that they might have been cheating with your man, would you want to know? And then Cynthia's like, wait a minute, I was there when this happened. She's talking about Tanya, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, so what it is allegedly Paul tried to talk to this woman, and he was just trying to talk to her. He ended up getting her number, but the woman never said if anything happened or not between she and Paul. And Tanya feels like, shit, things between me and Paul are good, so I don't have nothing to worry about. So it's definitely not me. Candy was worried like, shit, is it me? I'm like, I was thinking when she first brought it up, I'm like, this is either Candy or it's Portia. Those are my two. Because, we've heard about the whole Marvin thing from Portia with Todd. And Dennis, we got the Dennis shit. But it was Tanya. But you guys, that was the end of the episode. It was good for the most part. I'm just really pissed off that this recording thing was not a real recording. But you guys, that was Real Housewives of Atlanta. So be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything. Share this video, and also follow me on social media at Twitter, JB_the_CEO. My Snapchat is Mr. GB_. It is to you. My Instagram is Jbsayzwhat. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Miami and Love and Hip Hop New York. Later, guys.